The highlights, lowlight and noteworthy developments in practice Friday. The Miami Dolphins were back at practice Friday, exactly 1 week before the start of the preseason. Attendance report at Dolphins practice, not working Friday were RB Salvon Ahmed, WR Erik Ezukanma, WR River Cracraft, DL Calais Campbell, S Jordan Poyer, pound Jordyn Brooks, pound Anthony Walker Jr. and CB Cam Smith. Ahmed was spotted wearing a boot around his right foot. Quarterback Tua Tagovailoa wore the orange jersey as the practice player of the day for Thursday. The first competitive period again involved one-on-ones, with wide receivers going against cornerbacks from the 10-yard line on the field closest to the stands. Jalen Ramsey, Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle didn't participate in this drill. Tua Tagovailoa had a beautiful throw down the left sideline that Braylon Sanders caught over his shoulder despite great coverage by Kader Kohou, whose only mistake on the play was never turning around to play the ball. Mike White had a rough go of it, overthrowing Anthony Schwartz down the right sideline after Schwartz got behind Kendall Fuller and then getting picked off by Jason Mitre after Mitre stepped in front of Willie Snead for on a out route. Siran Neal was beat deep by Malik Washington, who caught a long pass from Tua. In 11-on-11s, the defense completely dominated, even with a nasty issue with offside penalties, 5, and a pass interference penalty that nullified a Patrick McMorris interception against Mike White. Jalen Ramsey stood out with his work in run support in these sessions, starting with sniffing out a reverse on the very first play. On a play where the offense was flagged for holding, it appeared Tyreek Hill turned upfield too quickly after going in motion, and we bring that up in light of the renewed emphasis on the play. Keon Smith had a nice kick-out block against Zach Sealer on a run by Raheem Mostert. Mike White has a nice completion on a seam throw to Braylon Sanders, who beat Ethan Borner in coverage. Kendall Fuller had a good pass breakup against Devon Achane over the middle. Rookie Mohamed Kamara got into the backfield very quickly to meet Achane after he took a pitch. Siran Neal did the same thing against Chris Brooks a few plays later. Tua's best completion in this period was a throw to Jalen Waddle over the middle. Rookie free agent Grayson Murphy had a couple of pressures that maybe would have been a sack in a game. Jaquan Burton and Schwartz each dropped a catchable pass on a slant. Tua tried to go deep to Waddle, but he was triple covered and not open. Achane dropped a check-down pass from Tua. White unsuccessfully tried to go deep to Schwartz on a play where Tyreek Hill appeared open on the other side. After the offense and defense went on separate fields, it was time for more 11-on-11s, and it featured more rough work for the offense, starting with a false start by Keon Smith. Safety Elijah Campbell dropped an INT on a pass from Tua. Jalen Ramsey would have had a sack when he got to Tua on the blitz. Mike White's first play of this period was a completion over the middle to Jonnu Smith. Borner, who's had a rough couple of days, was flagged for DPI against Schwartz. Jonathan Harris had a would-be sack. Rookie free agent Jason Mitre, who's had a good camp, got right into the backfield and held the edge to meet Achane after he got a pitch. Safety Jevon Holland had good coverage down the left sideline against Alec Ingold to force an incompletion. Tyreek dropped a short Mike White pass running across the middle. Nick Needham duffed a bat away a Skylar Thompson pass over the middle intended for Washington. Borner salvaged his day somewhat when he intercepted Tua on a deep pass to Tyreek Hill, though it looked like this was a pass that Tua probably wouldn't have thrown in a regular game setting.